Hi, this is Rosalinda, and this is Viewpoint, coming from Salish Cooney College KSKC Studios. And I'm so happy to be here with you all today. We have a very important guest with us. His name is David Herrera. He does a lot of community work in Missoula and also within the state in so many levels. And David, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Rosalinda.
It's such an honor.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. So.
Thank you. You know, David does so much good work out there, and one of the things that he currently is working on is the Black and White Ball, which we're going to talk about in this episode, and also the Western Montana Gay and Lesbian Community Center, which is located in Missoula. Mm-hmm. And David is the chair of the board of the community center, and he is the co-chair of the Black and White Ball, which is an event for the community center. One of the reasons why I thought that this particular topic was important was so that people could know more about the Western Montana Gay and Lesbian Community Center, what kind of resources it offers, how people can get involved in it, and how people can contribute to the organization as well. And so, David, thank you so much for being here. And can you tell me why the Western Montana Community Center is so important?
Well, I think it's important for so many reasons, and especially now, in this point in time where we have a rise in anti-gay bullying that's going on in the schools and nationally. We also have a lot of anti-gay, rhetoric and attitudes that are just sort of surfacing, and I think it's really, yes, we've made some progress, certainly on a federal level. We got, Don't Ask, Don't Tell repealed, and anytime you make some progress with, I think, any sort of social justice issues or civil rights issues, there always tends to be a pushback from, folks that think they're afraid of change. And we're certainly seeing that here in this country, and certainly here in the state with regards to gay and lesbian issues. And so the Western Montana Community Center is it's a center for, it's a safe space, for gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgendered, community members, LGBT. And I think now more than ever is we need to create these safe spaces for our communities, and not just the gay and lesbian community, but also our allies as well. And so that people know that there's a resource that can help if somebody's having questions or struggling, and where can they go and turn to. And so I think that's just a really important resource that the community center provides.
What other resources can the community center look at doing from a statewide? Because David, is the Western Montana Community Center the only community center in Montana like?
Actually, I think I just heard that there's a community center that's just starting up in Kalispell. Which is wonderful. In fact, we are actually kind of serving as kind of a mentor for them to kind of like get their feet off the ground. And I know that there's also sort of a resource center in Bozeman, but I don't believe that they have actually any space or housing. I think it operates maybe out of somebody's home, So yeah, it's for the most part, the Western Montana Community Center has been around for a little over 11 years, so we're certainly the oldest, and we're kind of like the only LGBT community center in the state. And so I think that carries with it just a tremendous amount of responsibility, and it's great that we still are able to continue our services and keep our doors open and create those safe spaces for different groups to come and meet and just offer their resources to the rest of the community.
What programs does the community center offer to the community? Is there any particular groups or any kind of meetings that happen there, David?
I think first and foremost is that the community center serves as kind of a visible resource for the community and our allies, and then it also kind of houses various different groups. So we have different groups that actually meet and use the community center for meeting spaces. So we have, say, a men's group that meets on Thursday evenings from 7 to 9. There's a women's group that's now started just meeting this past month. I believe that's on Fridays. we're really excited and so proud that we finally have a youth group that's actually meeting, and that's actually through NCBI. So they have a gay youth group that's now meeting. I think they were meeting every other week last fall, but now it's been so successful they now are meeting 3 times a month instead of just twice a month. So we're really excited about that program to actually have a resource for youth in our community.
That's wonderful. And how do people get in contact with these programs? Is there a number that people can call to reach the community center?
Yeah, let's see. The phone number is it's 406-543-2224 is the number, and our address is located on 127 North Higgins, and it's Suite 202 there in Missoula. It's kind of right next to the Catalyst Cafe.
That's great. And is there a website for the community center that people can look up if they want to?
Yes, www.gaymontana.org is our website.
That's great. Being that I'm not originally from Montana, and when I moved here, I saw such an importance of the community center as being this crown jewel of Montana in so many ways, because it was the only community center at the time, and I realized that it's been serving Montana for many years now. Do you know how many years roughly that it's been opened?
Yeah, I think we're going into our 12th year now.
Imagine.
Yeah.
12 years. And it's been a safe haven for many people to go to, for many people to have these kind of programs and meetings, as you mentioned. And so, how many people are on the board of directors currently?
Currently, we have 6 board members, and we're actually looking for more board members. So anybody that wants to kind of get involved and help us out, we're taking applications. So please contact us, and we'd be more than happy to send an application. So, but yeah, we've fluctuated over the years, anywhere from 12 to, down to 4 board members and stuff. I think just as any sort of small nonprofit, it tends to be, we're in challenging times for a lot of nonprofits right now as far as trying to get volunteers and board members and stuff. So I'm hoping that that'll change. And but I think that this Black and White Ball will be a great opportunity to really bring people together and to have them get more involved with their community center, because the community center is really for the community. So, we need to have people involved, and because it is for the community.
And as you mentioned the Black and White Ball, can you explain to our viewers what this event is?
The Black and White Ball is our signature fundraiser, and we've been doing it now. This is the 6th year that we've done it, and each year it's just grown and gotten better and better. It's sort of it's a somewhat, formal, semi-formal event, and it's a really, really great way to just sort of come out and support the community center. It'll be taking place on March the 5th, and it's going to be at the Holiday Inn in downtown Missoula. We're going to have a live band. The Full Grown Men is the entertainment, and we'll have hors d'oeuvres, and there'll be dancing, and we'll also have a silent auction as part of the fundraiser. So it's a great event, and I hope that folks are able to come out and support it.
And how much are the tickets to attend this, and how can people access those tickets, and where do they go? Because it is a fun event. I've attended this event before. I've attended, it's been like 2 or 3 times.
That's right, you were there last year. I know, I saw you there last year.
I went last year, and I had a great time. It's such a nice, wonderful event where people can dress up. And
I know.
Because there's not a lot of events that people can dress up here.
That's right.
Am I right, David?
Yep.
And some people like to dress up. I do. You do. Everybody does too. And so I absolutely enjoy going to that event. And so where can people get these tickets to go to this event?
They can actually call us up and give their name and address, and we'll be sending out invitations probably within the next couple of weeks. We're going to be sending out invitations. The tickets are $40 a piece. Like I said, it is our signature fundraiser. This is the largest, main fundraiser that we count on to actually allows us to keep our doors open for the entire rest of the year. So it really is important that it is a successful fundraiser for that reason. So $40 a ticket, and then for 2 people, for a couple, it's $60. So there is a discount for a couple and stuff. So because we want to recognize and support our relationships and stuff. So. But folks can either call us up. I think we also have the ability to, on our website, that you can kind of go and just buy tickets via the website as well through our PayPal account.
Oh, that's great. So that's wonderful. And it's really not a bad price, and people enjoy going to it. I know lots of people that put it on their calendars, their annual thing to go to in the community. And as I said, I always have fun, and there's dancing, right? And there's music. And so, what kind of a band is this?
Full Grown Men is the band, and they've very popular, and they've been doing this actually playing for our event here. I think for at least the last like 4 years. I think. People just love them. They're just great. It's, I think, sort of a kind of a swing jazz, light jazz,
that's
but
nice.
sort of play all types of music, and it's really great dance music. And the thing about this event that's so incredible is that it just draws such a mixture of different people. So you have, young, old, gay, straight, trans. It's just such a great diversity of people that you see that are all dressed up, and they're coming and they're dancing and having fun. And it's just wonderful to see that diversity here in our community.
It is. I can remember that each year there was an MC. Who was going to be emceeing the event this year? Do you know?
Yeah, we're going to have Mark Haka, I believe, and Bernie Nefi will be
great.
the two MCs.
Those are wonderful choices.
And they're actually doing, I think, the MCing, I think, for the Off the Rack, I think, the fundraiser for the Blue Mountain Clinic as well. They've done that several years. So
that's great.
It's great that we were able to bring them to host our event as well.
That's good. It's a lot of connecting with different people in the community, pulling together to make an event good, and in this event and Off the Rack event as well. And so are there scholarship tickets available for people? And can you explain what that is?
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the things that we do with this event is we rely on sponsors, to really make this event successful and to really allow us to do the fundraising that we need. So it's through our sponsors, and sponsors based on the different levels will receive tickets. So, the platinum, I believe, is $1,000 sponsorship, and so you get a table of, for 10 people, and so 10 tickets that you receive for that level of sponsorship. And then for $750, you get 6 tickets, and then 500 sponsorship gets you 4 tickets, and $250 gets you 2 tickets, and then I think for $100 sponsorship you get 1 ticket. So a lot of times we get sponsors, but they will sponsor the event, but they will not end up using their tickets. So we always have sponsorship tickets available.
That's
great. So that's a way that then we can kind of give those tickets back to the community. So folks that maybe are not able to pay, that we can actually make them available and say that we can put them on the list. So if people are interested in accessing those sponsorship tickets, or we also have volunteer opportunities. So if people want to volunteer, that's another way that they can attend the event and help out as long as they're willing to volunteer. So we're always looking for volunteers for the event. Again, it's call us up and contact us and get on the list as soon as possible, because it is a very popular event and people sign up for those tickets or they sign up to volunteer very quickly. So
absolutely. Well, David, we're going to take a short break, and we're